I discovered at a fairly young age that every parent raises their child differently. And this is obvious to like everyone over the age of 14. But like when you're a child, you have to discover these things for yourself. And my moment of truth was when I was like 8. So I'm hanging out with my friend Darren, and his mom had to go shopping, so we went with her. So we pull into the parking lot, and just as we're about to get out the car, she looks at Darren and says, "Listen, when we get into the store, you better not ask me for no toys, no name brand, no candy, none of that shit. Do not ask for any BS, cause it's not gonna get bought. If I hear, listen, I better not even catch you looking at some cinnamon toast." I'm watching her say all of this, and I'm like, oh my, wow. She can talk to you like that? Wow. That's crazy. Me personally, I wouldn't tolerate no disrespect like that. But hey, that's just me though. I'm just not a bitch. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. I wasn't so much of an instigator at that age. But I look at Darren, and he is unfazed by everything she's saying. Like this was a convo they had on a regular basis. Now, little did I know that this pre-shopping talk is apparently very common in a lot of households. Especially the black ones. Now, I know some of y'all are like, your parents never had this talk with you before shopping? What, were you spoiled or something? And the answer to that, friend, is yes. Yes, I was. At that time in my life, I usually got what I wanted. Now, listen, I've definitely struggled later in my life. Like, I didn't get it out the mud, but I got it out of some pretty murky and polluted waters, if you know what I'm saying. So as an 8-year-old who was sort of spoiled, I ain't never really had this discussion with my mom. Granted, that's mainly because I didn't really ask for things like name brand cereals or candies or juices or toys. Well, toys is sort of a lie. Like when it came to Transformers or Legos, I couldn't help myself. Like you already knew what was gonna be in that shopping cart. Now, what would happen when I'd shop with my mom is while she is shopping for things like food and water, you know, the necessities, I would take a little walk to the electronics and toy section and do the real shopping. Mostly shopping with my eyes, but after like 10 minutes of me eye seducing the toys, I'd usually grab a Transformer or Lego set I thought looked good and then meet up back with my mom. And then while I'm with my mom, I'd discreetly and smoothly slide the Lego set into the shopping cart. And once we got to checkout, that's when the decision was really made. If she said nothing and just bought it, then I was the happiest little nigga in the world. And if she decided not to buy it, then damn, you know, I just had to take my L. And it made sense why my mom would say no, because some of these toys are actually really expensive. Like, I didn't realize how expensive toys really were until I started working in the toy section while working retail. And as a kid, you don't have a real mental grasp on economics. Like, you're still learning addition. Like, the only reason you know something is expensive is because your parents told you it was expensive. Like, look at this toy car right here. Now, the price of this Transformer is $50, and minimum wage in New York is $15. So if you were working a minimum wage job, you would have to work at least 4 hours just to pay off this Transformer. Like, is 4 hours of your life worth a toy car? And that's not including taxes. And taxes in New York are a bitch. And as a kid, no one explains this info to you. You learn all of this depressing and factual information as you wander the unsure abyss that is adulthood and life. Wow, that got dark quick. I was just kidding, guys. So one day I'm in Walmart with my mom and we're shopping for groceries. And after like 3 minutes of shopping with her, I get bored, my nigga. Like, that shit was boring. Like, I didn't know what else to do. Like, just look at the food. So, like normally, I just go to the toy section. And after like 10 minutes of me admiring the toys, I grabbed a box of Legos and went to meet her with my mom. So I go to the food section where she was, and she's not there. So I check the beauty section, and she's not there either. So I check the clothes section, and no mother. So then I checked the furniture section, the cleaning supply section, the bakery section, the hygiene items. I was in damn near every corner of this Walmart and I could not find my mom. So now I'm walking to another section and now it's been like 20 or so minutes and I hear someone on the radio say, we are looking for a child with what color? A blue coat. If you see him, please bring him to the front. His mother is looking for him. thank you. Now, this should have been the part where I found my mom, right? But me being just 8, I look down at my coat and it's black with a few blue stripes. So I'm like, psst, they can't be talking about me. My coat isn't blue. It's black with a few blue stripes. That was my 8-year-old logic. So 10 minutes pass and I'm still looking for my mom. And I'm starting to panic. Like, I was starting to contemplate, would I ever see my mom again? And more importantly, would I ever get these Legos? And just when I thought it couldn't get worse, 2 figures approach me and they say to me, aren't you the kid they're looking for? No. Are you lost? Yeah. Do you know where your mom is? No. It turns out these 2 girls noticed me as the boy they were talking about on the loudspeaker and decided to be good Samaritans. So I tell them, I don't think they're looking for me. They said they were looking for a kid with a blue coat and mine is black with blue stripes, you know? So they start laughing and say, yeah, I think they were talking about you. Listen, we're gonna bring you to the front, and worst case scenario, if that's not your mom, they could hold you and then call your mom up. And I was like,
that's a great idea. I'm with that.
So they take me to the front of the store, and lo and behold, I see my mother, and I expect her to grasp me in her arms, and she just looks at me, and she gives me a look, a sort of glare, that I can only describe as, I'm infuriated I couldn't find you, but I'm also happy you didn't get kidnapped. And from there, we just went home. So yeah, that's a story about how I got lost at Walmart. Hey, cue the outro next. Yo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing on this fine evening? Hope y'all are doing good. I'm doing alright, you know what I'm saying? Update. I might change up my avatar because I do think it's a little cringy. And I did make it like 2 years ago when I was like 16, 15. So the next story time might be a little longer than usual. But don't worry, because I'm going to be posting some content that in my opinion might be better and funnier. But hey, I'll let y'all be the judge of that, man. I also did fix a tablet that someone gave me. So I'm going to try and learn how to use that as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, y'all, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment. It really does help me more than you know. Also, share it to a friend. You know, it wouldn't hurt, you know, just copying that link, even if you don't share it to nobody. That would hurt. That would help a lot as well. You know what I'm saying? Then again, I'm not your pops. Do what you want. But I'd really appreciate it if you did all those things I said. Anyways, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. We are almost there. I can taste it. Anyways, like always, I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.